Hey guys, welcome back to Words of War. My name is Jorge Guerra.
And I'm Sergio Guerra.
And today we're going to be reviewing Machete Kills with Danny Trejo and a bunch of other awesome people. So if you've seen the first Machete, it's about this immigrant, Machete, who has his family killed and he's in for revenge. And then, he pretty much gets revenge in the first one on the people that killed his people. It all started off on this as a trailer for when Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodrigueze did their, what were they called?
Well, it was Planet Horror and Planet Terror, I'm sorry, and Death Proof. So it was like a shout out to like the old 70s like sexploitation type movies. It was just pretty awesome, and this is definitely just more of that same kind of genre. You know, it's well, I don't want to get too far ahead. Go.
Well, so this one picks up kind of after what happens on the first one. For me, honestly, this one was everything I wanted the first one to be. Like, the first one just came off of a trailer. They decided people liked it enough that they went for it. But it felt a little, they tried to make it too much of a movie. Like, you know, instead of what it was supposed to be just like this ridiculousness, that's what made the trailer great. And this one, just from the get-go, it just like tells you like, hey, this is the kind of movie it's going to be, and bam, it goes. It's really good. I think what sold it for me was like, everybody that was in it like was really selling their parts. Like, they were really into it, and I think sometimes that's what sells like a joke or sells like whatever that they play it straight. So even the world is like fantastical, it's still really, really good. Like, I thought it was awesome. Even Danny Trejo, I thought they were really good. It's super sexploitation, a lot of action. The story is totally out there, but it's really cool. I liked all those things about it. The one thing that maybe was the thing that maybe for me was a little like, there was like, and a lot of people were doing it, but there was like digital blood and digital everything, like everywhere. But then again, it's like I guess it's a lower budget film than normal. But for me, I mean, that's where I went with it. What did you think?
I liked it. It's definitely hard to describe this movie as far as like the plot, because it's like really all over the place. The simplest way to put it, I think, is that Machete, as an agent, again, is called in by the president to look into this possible nuclear weapon that's being pointed at them by some cartel like madman in Mexico, and so he needs to go into Mexico to look to see if this is true or not, and he kind of stumbles onto like a bigger plan of this character of Voss, which is played by Mel Gibson, that's kind of overseeing all the cartels and actually other things like terrorism plots around the world. So the story is definitely like really out there. I think, you know, if you've seen the first Machete, if you like Planet Terror, Death Proof, if you were really into those kind of old sexploitation type 70s movies, and you want to relive them, you're gonna love this movie. It's the only thing that's missing is that little graininess and all that the other one had. But for some reason they didn't do it at all here. Like, everything else was, very 70s and, kind of like that, and they just kind of left that out. I don't know if he's trying to move away from that now or whatever, but it's in the intro, but it's really not there at all. And the rest of the movie just looks normal. So to me, it actually seemed more like it, because of that. I mean, I know it has nothing to do with the movie, but because of that, it kind of seemed more like a TV show, like a Machete TV show, with this over-the-top character and characters just overall. So I really enjoyed the fact that it didn't take itself very seriously. It had a lot of really cool cameos. Antonio Banderas was in there, Cuba Gooding Jr., Lady Gaga. I mean, everyone you've seen in the trailers, and they all do a fantastic job. They really take their parts, like George said, seriously. I just think it became a little too convoluted. I like all those things, but it got a little too far-fetched and too convoluted for its own good, because it really didn't have like a driving force or something, or you're not really like worried for Machete or anything like that, So when the story starts just kind of like spinning out of control, you're kind of like, well, what's really going on? What's happening? And it's not a good like feeling, like like, oh shit, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's more like, what the fuck, And so to me, it just kind of towards the end, it felt real clusterfuckish.
See, I don't know. Like, I thought because of not really spoiler, but as soon as you start off the movie, there's something that happens. and what's called and I think that for me was set up throughout the whole movie. You know, it was just like for me, it was a whole setup throughout the whole movie. So it didn't feel like that way for me because it just felt like a prologue to what happens.
Yeah,
you know?
but see, but to me, I think that prologue was done after they finished the movie, and they go like, this makes no sense. We have to now put something at the beginning so that you can kind of understand it later.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's no. I have no problem. I really like the movie. I honestly think like definitely as Robert Rodriguez knows how to make entertaining films, and and we've seen him do all sorts of stuff. So I know he can do even very high drama in some of his stuff or whatever. But but in this particular movie, although I thought it was fun, I don't think it broke any new ground in anything. Mm-hmm. The story itself with Machete or whatever wasn't even really that exciting. There was a lot of action. So cool. No, there was a lot of action. I don't think it was that exciting. That's the difference for me. So I mean, as far as ratings, what would you give it?
I'm gonna go with like an 8.5 because I'm totally gonna pick it up. It's definitely like a fun movie to watch. I really like action movies that just take you on that ride, and this one does it really well. I probably will watch it again if one of my friends wants to go watch it again or whatever. And there's a lot of hot girls in this, so that was always a plus. Amber Heard was awesome. Alexis Vega is super hot. Sofia Vergara, pretty hot. And then Lady Gaga, Mama Monster is Mama Sota. So yeah, but that was good for me. I mean, what did you think?
Well, as far as rating goes, like I like the movie. I would definitely watch it again. But there's some sort of movies that I happen to like that are guilty pleasures. Like I know they're not that great of a movie, and I think I'm not trying to like talk crap about anybody, but I think maybe Robert Rodriguez might look at this and also say, well, this isn't my best shining moment ever either. So it was a movie that's definitely made for you to have fun.
Yeah.
That it definitely hits if you like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So because I don't think that everyone would be into this movie, it's not a very universal type of humor or something you can get into. I give it more like a 6.5. Although I liked it, but I think as far as a rating, that's where I would go.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, let us know if you check it out. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you thought about how all the cameos, and one more time, if you think we're wrong or we're right, let us know. Like, subscribe in the bottom. Always feel free to comment, share, all that good stuff. But again, Jorge Guerra,
Sergio Guerra,
and you'll have a good one. Bye.